Did you already hit record?
Now I did.
What is up, everybody? Dude Comedy episode 224, I believe. And
I have it.
What?
I have
you
the
actually
episode
have the
number.
number? It's a little different. You notice Daddy's in a little bit of different situation. I'm actually going to probably set up Colby's full PC here. Or
Good guess, dude. 224. You're right.
Yep, because I'm here all day, every day. Dude, I seriously think lots of people gave us a good response for the last episode.
Yeah, let's talk about the pros and cons of it after you get us some money.
Oh, shit. Yeah, we got a little sponsor.
We could not do the show without our lovely, lovely sponsors.
We got a sponsorship. Okay. Stitch Fix is an online personal styling service that finds and delivers clothes, shoes, and accessories to fit your body, your budget, and your lifestyle. Just go to stitchfix.com/dudecomedy and tell them your sizes, what styles you like, and how much you want to spend on each item. You'll be paired with your very own personal stylist who will handpick 5 items and send that straight to your door. Then you try them on, pay for only what you love, and return the rest. Shipping, exchanges, and returns, are always free. There's no subscription required. You can sign up and receive scheduled shipments and get your fix whenever you want. Stitch Fix's styling fee is only $20, which is applied towards anything you keep from your shipment. Get started now. StitchFix.com/dudecomedy, and you'll get an extra 25% off when you keep all 5 items in your box. That's StitchFix.com/dudecomedy. StitchFix.com/dudecomedy.
You're getting way better at reading those, man.
I know. And if Burns was here, this is the part where I'd say, yo, Burns, your fucking style sucks.
Yeah.
Stitch Fix. Your shit, you look like an old-ass man and you're only in your mid-30s. But he's not here. And on my way here, I was thinking about it. I'm like, I actually just sent Colby a text. I'm like, Burns, ha, ha, ha. Like, he didn't even give a fair – he did this for 220-something episodes, and he couldn't even get the common courtesy to give you guys a farewell. Fuck you, Burns. I'm saying fuck Burns every damn episode. Like, we're supposed to be his friends. He literally said, we record, and then we never responded, and then he was done. Oh, that just gets my buttons.
Well, what's the thing is we've said basically, well, we would see if he'd send anything else, and he never did. That was the, we were already recorded, and then when he said, "Are we recording?" and it's like, dude, we already recorded. Before we get into yesterday's or last episode, if you had to guess right now, I don't know when the last time you've looked in the audio boom is, our all-time listens.
Dude, it's crazy.
Could you put a guess? I want everyone listening right now to put a guess in your mind. Kyle's going to guess. I would have told you what I would have guessed, and then I'm going to tell you what the real answer is. So everyone at home.
I'm sure it's creeping up to about 12 million.
Okay. People at home.
That's probably pretty steep.
People at home are guessing.
More around 4 million.
See, that's the thing is I would have guessed lower. You guessed super high. It's 3.68 million.
Yeah, only because I've seen it, and I knew it wasn't that, but I just threw it out there. I don't know why.
But that's insane. That's a lot of listens for, if you were counting that as every one listen, and that's when they had we didn't get tracking for 7 months.
Yeah. Well, so what's crazy is podcasts insane. Are just weird. Like podcasts, you got to think you can draw a lot of outside viewers into a viral video or a video. It's hard to draw a lot of outside viewers into a podcast, and
which that leads us perfect into our topic. So Kyle and I, last episode, on a spur of the moment, we talked about it on 2 episodes ago, and we said we're in this funk. We can't keep doing the same funkadelic. Kyle was sitting at home. He doesn't work at home anymore. Mm-hmm. He has his own office.
Yeah, sure.
We were a day behind just because life happened, this and that, and then we said we were going to try something new. Well, us being the guys that we are, realized, oh, dude, Thursday we have to record. We already had our March Madness. This is the 3rd year of our March Madness tradition where everyone takes off work who has normal jobs. We go meet up with them. 9 a.m. we start our and I text Kyle at 9 p.m. the day before, and I said, hey, idea. I'm going to bring the podcast stuff, and we're going to do it live. We're going to do it at the place.
Yep.
He's like, can you bring it all? I'm like, I'm going to hopefully have all the right stuff and bring it. Here's the thing. Pros and cons. We're going to go back and forth on these. The biggest pro is we got the episode up.
Yeah,
100%. Obviously, the biggest con, I should have waited a day to get it up on Friday I uploaded the audio without putting any of the noise canceling in, like anything like that, which I very, very easily could have done to get out that background noise. But in the excitement and energy of the moment,
you were pretty lit up and you wanted to get it up there.
Yeah. So, and I uploaded it from the place on their Wi-Fi and everything.
From a bar. And
then as it went up in my head, I was like, I probably should have went through and scrubbed down some of that audio, especially because a lot of people aren't going to be watching. So that's the biggest con, is I just rushed it up. But that being said, that's the first con.
Well, you got to take into account that we were drinking, never even talking in front of people before. Not that we were talking in front of people, but it's a weird situation. Hey, there's these dudes at this bar with fucking microphones and like slightly uncomfortable, but and then lots of distractions going on as well with there's multiple other people we were there with.
4 games of basketball.
Yeah. I think it turned out pretty well, honestly. I didn't listen to it or anything, but
I listened. There's definitely clear feedback, but that being said, we were passing around a microphone between, Brian and Ken.
Yeah.
And we just were it was our first attempt at it.
Yeah, I think we could definitely, go off-site more, but like going to cool spots but we don't have to be drinking like that's the problem. Is like you start like drinking and just getting like you don't even know what you're saying, you're just kind of fucking
gun to head right now. Do you remember over 2 of the topics we talked about on no, neither do I. It is not like, and it's not like that I was like super wasted where I didn't remember because I was like blacked out. It's just like that moment from 9 to 10 was so high energy. 10 to 11, everyone was there. We were eating, we were having a good time. Then we start recording, which was a great time.
Yeah.
And we just kept going for like 2 more hours. And it's like, I don't remember even what we talked about at 9 with my buddies.
Yeah, I remember we were mainly just talking about how the camera kept fucking up, but like,
and I know why.
Talked a little basketball, but then it's not. I only had a couple. So it was nothing to do with drinking. It was just like kind of just so many things going on at once. Yeah. You don't really, didn't really like think about it.
So yeah, we've definitely listened to the feedback. A lot of people had a lot of good feedback. I got a couple of tweets that were like, audio's messed up. It's not synced on YouTube. That's because when I did it at first, I uploaded it and then forgot the camera cut off a bunch of times.
Yeah. So we didn't really forget. We just said, fuck it. Because
I knew the first
cut
10
off
minutes,
so many spots that, what do you really do?
Yeah. There's nothing we could do. And I know now I'll bring my charger and plug it in, so the battery's not running, and I'll find out how to turn the screen off if we use that camera again.
Yeah.
I think we just use one of our Canons.
I think we turned this spot into such a sweet fucking headquarters.
Yeah, I'm in.
Well, we need Colby. We need Colby out here. You need to give Jimmy the boot.
I didn't have a car. Kyle brought up a point. He's like, you haven't come see the new office. I forgot as well as Kyle did. I didn't have a car for 2 weeks. That added up. But it's back now.
Worst car luck.
Yeah, well, it was one of those situations. We talked about it, how Jeep was screwing me. Then the other people were nice, and they did it for a lot less. But they still had to get all the parts. So it's like, what do? You can't be like, hey, do it faster, ship faster. Like, you're in the shipping business now. It's just impossible.
Yeah. Dude, I had some dude today for Beersy stuff called me. Like, so he sent an email. Then while I'm writing, because he's like, I never got my package. Because a lot of times the shipping stuff will say it's arrived, but it really hasn't. So lots of people instantly, when it says arrived, they go look in their mailbox, and the shit's not there. And I'm like, dude, this happens all the time. Just wait 24 hours. If it doesn't show up, then we'll figure it out then, right? Well, so I'm responding to this guy's email, and then I get a call because my numbers or the numbers, the business numbers attached to Skype. So I got a call, and it was like, hey, my package said it was arrived, but it hasn't yet. So I'm like, are you the guy that just emailed me? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, I was like, well, once I ship it, I only know as much as you. Typically it delays what's up, good friend? Typically tracking can be fucked up. He'll say it's there, it's not. And he's like, I'm like, well, just make sure. I'm like, is your mailbox on your house? And he's like, oh no, it's a couple blocks down or a block away. And I'm like, all right, well, just make sure, if anybody else picked up the package at your house or your mailbox. He's like, come to think about it, I haven't even checked my mail since Friday. And I'm like, well, dude, I'm like, what do you mean?
We should do a segment where you go through bad customers. Like, this should be a good segment.
Well, we called that one guy.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm starting to think like we could have like on our second show of the week, we could do like Kyle's catch up with customers. Call it that.
Dude, what's crazy is like when I was first put the number, I don't like interacting with customers and stuff, but I like put this number on there, and I was actually super nervous for the first like handful of calls. I'm like, fuck, I don't want to talk to anybody. But now it's like fun. I'm like, hello, this is Kyle with Beersy. How can I help you?
like that one dude who were just like, you just messing with him after you found out he was cool. Have you had any super bad people yet?
A lot of girls.
When I say bad, like I don't what's the word I'm looking for? I don't think like the confrontation that you just deal. I don't consider that bad. I just think that's like kind of dumb. I'm saying like rude, obnoxious.
Oh yeah. So like when we were on back order, there were it's mainly girls, like fucking Facebook moms. And they're like, this is unacceptable that this has not shown up yet. And I'm like, did you read the description that it said back ordered? You know.
What do they say to that? No.
They're like, it didn't say that. And I'm like, well, I'm looking at your account, and on your account, once you order something, I can't change the title or anything. And I see in the title, it says back ordered. So that means it was also in the description because I did it at the same time. She's like, oh, well. And I'm like, I'm sorry for your inconvenience. Even when they're rude, though, and you respond to them respectfully, they typically come back and say, like, okay, thanks for the heads up. They usually apologize and stuff. A couple dudes have been like, this is bullshit. And I'm just like, yeah, man, well, look, looks like you missed the back ordered part. And they're like, oh, I didn't see that. Like, sorry for coming at you like that. I'm like, yeah, it's all good, man. I get it. I'm frustrated too. Have
you ever been on a customer side on the other side where you've been so upset that you've actually said something? Because I only have once. I was going back and forth with this lady. So I did a jersey purchase before the Mariners game I was wanting to go to. I got a D Gordon jersey, right?
Oh yeah.
And he had just been on the, you had to order it, you had to type in Gordon 9, select it from a drop down. He wasn't they didn't have a printed version of the jersey. And I went through everything, and the thing that Fanatics was selling was guaranteed delivery before opening day. Yeah. I'm like, sweet, I'm going to this game. I'm gonna be the only guy in a D Gordon jersey. This is gonna be tight. So I pay whatever it was, $89, I think was for the jersey, and then $12.99 for the guaranteed 24-hour show. It was called shop to run delivery, whatever the promotion was.
Yeah.
So I'm like, $12.99 it's $6 more than normal shipping. That's 2 to 5 days of business, but it's worth it.
Yeah, exactly.
I get nothing. It's not there. The game's in 2 days now, and I'm like, all right, now I have 2 days for it to get here. What is going on? And then I start opening up the messages, and I'm like, hey, I paid for this. And the first person that talked to me was message us on Twitter. This is Fanatics, a big company. So I respond back to that. And I'm like, what do you mean? This is my order. This is all my information. I just want to know, is my jersey going to be here or not? And then nothing. I'm like, so I go into Twitter, super aggressive. And I'm like, hey, I come in just spitting screenshot of the messages. This is what I paid for, yada, yada, yada. Lady's like, oh, I'm so sorry. There's an issue with Seattle's team shop getting these out. There's 2 options we can do for you. And one thing it's we can get it to you tomorrow from the Seattle team shop, or we can put it there and you can pick it up for the game, at the Mariners team shop.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh man, okay, that's nice. And I'm like, thank you so much. And then I don't ask for anything or anything like that. And she goes, also, I've put $50 of Fanatics dollars into your account. You can use it for whatever you want. And when you check out, use this code for free shipping. I was like, oh, okay. So I started doing the math, and I'm like, dang, that was basically what I paid for the jersey. And now I have free shipping. So I got my LeBron jersey. Everyone's always like, why'd you buy 2 LeBron jerseys? I'm like, well, one of them was free. But it was so weird because that's the only time I can remember coming in super hot.
But it doesn't sound like you got too hot with
Colby
hot.
Yeah, that was hot for me. Just coming in, just I was definitely typing up a storm, upset. Come on, this is supposed to be here. I paid for it.
I mean, there's been so many times where I've been where something like that happens, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then I finally call them, but you're super nice because it's what do you do? It's the people. It's not the customer service people's problem.
Exactly.
I've learned it's not that. It's their fault, and that's what the problem is. Sometimes people don't fucking get that. Unless they're rude to you or something. It's so hard to be
well, even
so hard just to go off on them.
Even Xfinity, like you've had experiences with, everyone's had experiences with
yeah.
a cable company where Xfinity sucks. But you get on the phone with them, and you're just like, it's not this person's job to fix my bill. Like it's their job to fix my bill, like in terms of like they can hit some buttons.
Yeah, but you just want to lay in. You just want to lay into Xfinity, but it's just like, well,
yeah, exactly.
What do you do?
Like my internet's gone down 3 times. You guys told me it wouldn't happen anymore. And this lady who's probably in like, I would say the other country, but I'm pretty sure Xfinity's like all in the US now.
Oh yeah, it's so like I had to call the Department of Revenue today, and it's always so relieving when it's just like an English speaking, like a really good English speaking person that hops on. You're like, oh, thank God. And like some company, I'm pretty sure Xfinity is pretty much all English. And when I say, I mean, they all speak English. He's
basically just not an outsourced call center.
Yeah.
I think those are at least, I think those are less popular now because, I mean, it just looks bad when you can't have good customer service. You almost need to pay more now.
Yeah, exactly. But no, it's just, I've never been the one to, even like a shitty waitress or something. Like, dude, we went to sushi the other day, me and Bryant. He was just left your house.
Yeah.
But like we went there, and the lady, I mean, I think she was a stripper at one point because her name was like Candy, and it was like kind of like a nasty looking like black girl, and she had like really long fingernails.
Yeah.
And that's always my key for. Oh, she used to be all strippers have really long fingernails, and so this is how it went. I asked for a water. Bryant asked for a Diet Coke or something fucking psycho like that. And so then he saw somebody walking by with a beer, and he goes, "Oh, I'll take the Mac and Jacks." So she comes back with just his beer and no water. I'm like, okay, whatever. 20 minutes later, still like no water. I'm like, whatever. And then she comes back to us, and she just says, "Oh, you want?" Bryant was almost done with his beer. She goes, "Oh, you want another diet soda?" And he's like, "Oh, I had the beer." And so she came, and then she's like, "Oh, and I'll get your water." So she came back with another beer and my water. Cool, good to go. So you know how I always get the baby octopus?
Yeah, that they don't have anymore.
So same thing. They still had some.
Yeah.
And so I go, "I'll take the baby octopus." And she comes back and so we already talked to the lady that sat us, and she said they do have baby octopus still. So our waitress I said, "I'll take the baby octopus," and she's like, "Oh, it's not on here." And I'm like, "Oh, they told me, they got some in the back. They're just trying to get rid of their last supply, yada, yada, yada." So she's like, okay, well, she goes and talks to the people. They had to put it in as gyoza because they don't have the baby octopus on their menu anymore.
Yeah.
So we sit there for another 20, 30 minutes. And
that's long.
Yeah, so it was a long time. So she came and I didn't know that she marked it in as gyoza. So she dropped it on her table and just left it there. I'm like, oh, sweet, a little gift from the gods, like because we've been waiting for so long. I didn't really think of it. Also, we got the edamame, and it was just one bowl of edamame without the spitter bowl. So that was like, whatever. So we just kind of put it off to the side, and then So the gyoza came, and then I asked her because we had just got our sushi, which I got that one roll.
The one roll, was it good again?
So fucking good.
I told Bryant to get it. Did he get it?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
And so she comes, so she drops off our sushi, and I go, "We didn't get this, the gyoza." She's like, "Oh." She's like, I'm like, I did order the baby octopus, maybe something. And she's like, "Oh, yeah, I had to mark it up as a gyoza. I'm so sorry, yada, yada, yada." And then I go, "Well, I'm fine. We got our sushi. Like, I'll just eat the gyoza," which gyoza fucks you up in carbs, dude.
Oh, I
was like, I was like, I'll do one roll because I don't want to do too many carbs. And then I ate almost all the gyoza. And then I went and I put it in the keto app, and holy shit, dude, it was like 100 grams of carbs.
Because it's in the wonton wrappers, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. It's like
literally
just dough.
Carb. Yeah.
Yeah. But so then I said, "Well, it's fine. I don't need
the fried carb, please."
Yeah. So I was like, "I don't need the baby octopus. Like, that's totally fine." And she's like, "Okay, cool. Then I'll just give you this gyoza for free." And I'm like, "Cool." 30 seconds later, she comes back with baby octopus, and I'm like, "What?" So it's just like I felt kind of bad for her because she seemed kind of new and nervous. Like she just got done like canceling her like stripper night sessions. And
But you didn't complain, probably.
No, I didn't because I didn't care. I mean, it's like it takes like when a waitress screws up, like they don't ever mean to, It's just.
It is funny when you'll have a good one like versus a bad one. So Applebee's is one of my favorite places to go to when it's just like nothing sounds good. Let's go to Applebee's. Because when you get to Applebee's, it's like there's a million things you can get. But sometimes when you go to Applebee's, it's like the Noob Squad JV shouldn't be the, just sucky service. But the other times you go there and you're like, this guy's helping you out and everything, you're like, why are you working at Applebee's?
Yeah.
It's just so funny. Like you can go both ways.
But even even if they fuck up everything, like I'm not going to be like, yo, bitch, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I've literally never said anything to a server or anything, but like if they're like rude and stuff, but at the same time, I'm like, well, fuck, they're probably just having a, bad week. Like I really don't care.
There was one time, I think only one time in my life I've sent something back and it was because it was like a burger. And I asked for like just like a medium. It was a good thick burger and everything. And I bit into it. And I was like, oh man. I was like, hey, I even took it out of the thing. I'm like, can you guys just cook this a little bit longer? I was like, it's super rare. And she looked at it and was just like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Did
I was
they
like,
make
normally
you a whole new one?
Yeah, but then they caught me everything. It was like, I might have been at Red Robin and we had like a party, like 20 people. It was when we went to Yakima from so we had a huge party of like people. So, I mean, imagine trying to get 20 people's food out at once. It's so hard, and the burger's probably the last thing that they fire. So it was probably like boom, 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 boom. Oh, boom, boom. This guy's burger's good. And then I remember just like, I still can like remember the feeling on my tongue of just like, this is cold. This is weird. And then I looked and I'm like, oh, this is gross.
Dude, I've been peaking on steaks, man. Oh my gosh. So I did start doing my burger. Typically, I'll overcook burgers, but now I've just been.
You got the timing down?
And flip. Yeah, because they cook so fast, especially on like the green egg.
Well, with burgers too is it's really easy to overcook burgers because if you heat it up enough, that like fat's gonna keep browning all your meat and stuff. So if you keep it going too long, you're just gonna dry it out.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Travis Thomas with an order. Fuck yeah, dude. Cool, dude. What do you order? We're out of Coca-Cola. Sorry to change the subject up. But
again?
Yeah. Oh, somebody just ordered a bleach. I haven't really promoted the bleach that hard, but actually I got it right here. I haven't talked about how they kind of fucked this up, did I?
Not on here. I think you told me.
Yeah. Well, they kind of fucked up my bleach. Not really, because the bleach doesn't really, you don't need it to hide a beer fully. It's more just like a koozie. But if you're watching on video, you can kind of see the can under, which more of just an annoyance on my part. If you ordered it, you would probably never even really say anything, or you would just think that's normal. But I'm a perfectionist, man. When I'm committed to something.
Yeah, Kyle sent us 9 more logos for his damn company, and it's like, dude, just pick one.
Well, what happened was, I had the logo, and I'm like, it's a cool logo, and I like the whole concept of it, but I'm like, it just needs that little extra something, So a dude,
I think you got it.
Fiverr is the best site ever. I paid $80 to get 10 different variations of logos. But what the cool part about that is I could use every single one of those logos on merch.
Or just on the cans. Cans.
Dude, I ordered some merch. Holy shit. Like it looks fucking good. Like some like sweatshirts and stuff. Like
I bet you with the logos too, since they're only like 3 colors and really clean, you could probably like embroider on snapbacks and stuff too.
Well, so that's what some of the things that I chose was embroidery, which. Well, I didn't actually. I ordered them all from. I made them all on the site. The Printful.
Yeah.
But then I went and some of them are set up to do embroider, but on Spreadshirt I think they're all just print. But I mean, I was talking to Brian. He said that he can do like embroidery or printing on literally anything, and just a fuck ton of options, like way more options than some of these merch sites.
Oh, for sure.
I'm pretty excited about that.
Does he have it at his house, or does he just have somebody who does it?
So he just has a supplier. But the thing is, like, he just has way more options.
Yeah, well, it's also one of those things too where you probably get POD on it.
Get what?
POD, man, print on demand.
Oh yeah. So basically, now that I have my sister working, like I don't have to do the merch. Well, I mean, it does kind of suck because I'm not gonna buy. I don't want to buy a shitload of like different sizes of shirts and shit, you know. But like I have somebody if I have to sell the merch. But yeah, I'm not really like I just want the merch to wear for myself, you know. Maybe if somebody says they want some, I'll open it up. But I'm not like definitely. I mean, the shit's expensive. Like to buy a fucking all my prices on this merch that I have in here, like it doesn't include any profit, you know.
Probably still like $12-13 a thing, an item.
So like this t-shirt without any profit or anything is $14.99. Like that's expensive.
That's as much as people are buying your koozie for.
Yeah, exactly. So that's like, you know, I do want to build, like I'm attempting to build a brand around this shit, but like I would sell merch to people just at the exact cost that I got it for. Like I don't, unless I start selling 100,000 of them, like maybe I'll make $1 or $2 off of them, you know?
You know what you could always do too is we've talked about stuff like this before, how my $1 million Super Bowl idea, or like how for Beersy, you could do like the limited run where you don't make any of them, but you sell 100 of them, and then you get all the different sizes and stuff, and then you go and you get the bulk discount, and it's like, all right, this is only getting run once. It's the Beersy beer pong like team jersey.
Yeah, exactly.
You sell 100 of them, and then you go and get print on demand at 100 for all the different sizes, and you get a fat discount on it for everyone. But then you wouldn't have to like put inventory in your office, because that's the worst thing.
Yes. Well, it used to be the worst thing, but if it's your own brand and it's doing well, and I already have people fulfilling things, then it's not that terrible.
Yeah. Well, and especially because like, you odds are if you can't sell certain things out, if it's not printed on, then you just, you know, resell those shirts as just shirts.
Yeah, exactly.
The other thing I was thinking about when you said that for like branding it and stuff is like the stickers too. Like with all those different logos, you could literally make 7 Sticker Mule stickers and start dropping people. When you start getting more flow, start dropping people a sticker each time. The stickers will show up. They'll be like, whoa, what is this with my koozie? And now they're putting their sticker on their car or sticker on their bike,
exactly.
Whatever their sticker.
Dude, stickers are pretty fucking expensive though. Like, I mean, obviously, like you could probably find China and stuff to do them, but like if I go to here and I click stickers, I'm sure these custom stickers, these die cut ones are probably their most popular ones because they're right here. But you click on die cut stickers. If you want a 5x5, if you want a 5x5 sticker for 50 of them, it's $100. If you want 1,000 of them, 1,000 of them is $720. That's a 5x5 sticker. That's pretty big.
Yeah, but if you were to like say, hey, I'll just pay shipping, then you're making 50-60 cents on each one.
To sell them.
I'm saying if you're selling them, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I mean, if you wanted to sell them for sure, but I don't think stickers are something. Yeah, stickers are like a drop-in type thing, you know.
Yeah, so then you got to start budgeting like, okay, $700 I'm not spending on shout-outs on Instagram because I'm now paying stickers.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that worth $700 right now? Probably not.
Yeah, no. I mean, it just eats your margins and stuff, but it's fun, dude. It's fun doing like trying to run an actual business. I'm like all fucking excited about it. I gotta harness the excitement, and like my goal today was to come up with like 2 to 4 more revenue sources.
Harness energy, block bad. Harness energy, block bad. It's a circular motion, Kyle. Circular goes up and down and around. Circular.
Dude, the office we're in, it's a farmer's insurance office. The people haven't been here for a week and a half. Like, it's so funny. Like, there's been multiple times where we've been up here and somebody walks in the front door. They're like, hello. And they're like, I'm coming to pay my farmer's bill. And no one's here. And we're the only ones here. And we're like, we don't work here. Like some dude came from like, where the fuck was it? I don't know where, but it was like an hour away. He drove all the way here.
Where are the
He's a-
people? Like they just work from their houses?
I don't know. Like we haven't been here to talk to him. Like typically there's a lady that's here every single day and she's just been gone.
Just dipped out.
Yeah,
Well,
because
even when we first
they're
looked,
trying to shut the business or they're trying to sell the business, so they're like toning it down.
even when we first looked at that place, it was like an aeroscience like facility sales guy. He's like,
Yeah.
I don't need to be here, but they pay for my office space. And remember, he had like all those plaques on the wall and stuff.
And he was here while we were
Oh,
exploring.
that dude was still here too.
No, I meant when we walked around that
yeah,
dude was there.
Yeah, I
But-
think he ended up moving to your neighborhood or something.
Yeah, the other day we were sitting in here and I'm just sitting here like on the computer and the landlord dude walks in and he's like showing a guy around. He's like, this will be available in April. And I don't know if he was talking about like the downstairs or like the whole thing, but I wanted to be like, why are you just walking in? Why are you fucking walking into the office showing people while we're in here working? Like,
Yeah, that's weird.
I mean, he like stood here like wanting to have a conversation. I'm like, dude, like I'm doing shit, you dumb fuck. I've heard from multiple people that the landlords here blow dick.
Well, the owner of the place was in like California, so then he's just like licensed it out to some people.
No. So he is like the dudes that live here are also co-owners. It's a group of 3 people, like 2 dudes and a girl. And they own multiple residences or whatever buildings.
Office spaces.
Yeah. So, but
Different squares. I remember looking them all up.
yeah, nobody said anything nice about these people. But I don't know how. Like, mind your own fucking business, pay your shit, and then move on.
Well, that's like that's like what we talked about with customers, like complaining and stuff. Like most of the time, it's never anything nice to say about people. Only time you hear anything is when it's bad.
Yeah, but like even the people here that work downstairs are super nice, and they're like, the landlords fucking suck. And I'm like, jeez, you're like the 8th person that said that. But speaking of like office space, so I've been wanting to build it, how I want to build an office at my house, like super bad, like just a fucking fantasy factory.
Yeah. Just right off your thing.
Yeah, so my boy Ilya, he came to pick up that car yesterday. So, because he's going to go work on it. Me and him went in together on that car.
Yeah.
And so I was talking to him. He's like, you should go check out steel garages. I'm like, what? And he's like, just go on eBay. And so basically, so there's 2 ways. So you can either frame out a house in like lumber, which is kind of expensive, or you can buy. So basically, I thought this garage that I was wanting to make was going to be around like $100K, $150K, which is a pretty fucking healthy chunk for just a garage. You can buy a steel building kit
right here,
like 40 by 40. Like some of them look kind of stupid, but like 40 by 40, 50 by 50, 60 by 60 for like 14, 13 grand. It's not put together. You have to put it together. You obviously have to pay to get the pay to do the concrete. You have to pay to like, clear the land. But like I know people that excavate. I know people that do concrete.
Brian could build it.
Yeah. So yeah, and I can go out there and help because it's like a fucking.
I'm looking at it right here, and this actually is incredible. It's like literally a office in a box.
Yeah. But how you do it is like all it is the shell, and then you frame out the inside. So this building we're in, it's kind of the same concept, but this building that I'm in right now is concrete. So it's just concrete walls. It's all just one big open area, basically, and they framed out the inside to turn it into office space. So like so lots of people do like with steel buildings, they do like they'll put basketball courts and shit. You'll see a lot of examples in there. Dude, but it's fucking sweet.
Dude, like this one right here with like the full 3 roll-up doors.
Yeah.
High ceilings and stuff. I'm looking at it and it's 22. It's the most expensive one on this site. It's 22 grand.
What does it say square footage wise? Like what by what?
It is 38 by 40 by 15. So it's a 15 foot, like that's high.
Yeah. So that's fairly cheap, and it's not super expensive if you know somebody like excavate the land,
which Jack could probably do, right?
Yeah. Well, Ilya, he can do it as well. Like that's what he does. And, so I'm like, and so the only stipulation for mine, like my garage has to look like my house. Like it has to kind of match. And I need to see, like, I don't want to put a $40,000 garage on there, and it's like a sore thumb. So if I ever sell my house, I don't want somebody being like, this looks like fucking shit. You know? But I think you can, I mean, I think that you could easily
side it up so it look like your house.
Oh yeah. So you can get, because a lot of them do like steel roofs and like steel siding and stuff, but you can do panels that are just regular looking siding, but that would be fucking sweet, dude. Like
dude, that would be awesome.
I'd probably want like a 60 by 60, and I mean,
then you could park your trailer in it, all your toys.
Oh, I could do all the shit in there and have office space in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Because not to talk about it overly, but so I put Beersy on Amazon, and just to make the listing and kind of see what it's all about. And I've already got like 40 orders. So I won't need office space if I shift everything over to Amazon, you know?
Yeah. You would just need a small little hangout spot.
Yeah. So, I mean, I will still have stuff that ships. I'm going to try and, you know, if it makes sense. Because like right now, dude, the fucking conversion rate on Amazon is at 20%.
Hey, I told you I was on your side when I said when you put it on Amazon, it's crazy. I talked to that dude, the Rick guy.
Yeah.
He literally said nowadays that, you know, 5 years ago when you would search something, you would Google it, and he would always Google it. And that was it. Like, then you could have the web. That's why domains were so popular. Keywords were so popular because you could go manipulate it. Yeah. There's no hiding and manipulating on Amazon. If I hear about something, see something. The other day I saw a thing for glasses that were like blue light canceling glasses. And I was like, I'm not even going to look on their site. I'm going to Amazon.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
It's just Google. So when someone hears Beersy, they type in like Koozie, they're going to go find you.
Exactly. So, but listen to this, though. I'm at a 20% conversion rate overall right now. But before I changed the price, so it was $14.99 free shipping, and the conversion rate was about a little over 30%, which is insane.
Yeah.
But then I was like, well, I can't fucking just keep like that's a little bit cheaper than on my, because if you order it through my site, it comes out to be around $16. And so I changed the price with free shipping to $16.99, and it dropped the conversion rate a little bit. And then I changed it one more time because we were running low on inventory to $16.99 with shipping. But once I get that FBA, then that's when it could. Yeah, once I go Amazon Prime, it'll be free shipping, and I'll probably do it like $16.99, which is about the same exact price as my site. But even $14.99, if you can sell at fucking 20%, that's 10 times the conversion rate of my site. My site converts about a little over 2%. Like if you can sell 10 times the percent, why the fuck would I not send people over to Amazon?
Well, and you could do this. Hey, lady in China who ships my product, I'm switching my shipping address to this. Oh, okay. Where it's at the Amazon headquarters, and you just literally cut out.
Can you do that?
You can ship it. You can ship a pallet right to Amazon with specific tracking. The Amazon once Amazon gets it, they're like, "Oh, we have it now." Boom.
Dude, it's crazy, but it's what I'm thinking is like. So I'm locked into this office until December. I mean, it's not a bad idea to have an office anyway, but like, I don't know. But actually, I didn't promote anything on Amazon. I didn't fucking say shit to anybody. Like, I didn't say, hey, now we're on Amazon. That is literally just from people hopping on Amazon and searching.
That's what the Rick guy said. People were already actively looking for it.
Yeah. So I raised the price a little bit, but it'll be, if I can sell it at a crazy ass volume like that and just fucking churn and churn and churn, like.
Plus, if you can get shipped right there and have Prime, the conversion's only going to go up with Prime.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I mean, I feel like I do nothing but talk about that shit, but
hey, that's your life, man.
It's life, man. It's exciting seeing stuff kind of, and I just need to I just, the manufacturing process is such a fucking stress because I've been nothing but behind. Like, and I'm not gonna shell out, if I, say I profited like $30K, I'm not gonna spend that whole $30K just to replenish inventory,
Well, yeah,
What's up, Joe?
That's not a smart way to do it because then, yeah, you don't want to go. You've seen too many horror stories to do that where it's like, oh, it's going good. It's going good. Oh, they bought a bunch of stuff and it's gone. It's like that
Yeah.
South Park one.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know if it's going to, when or if it's going to slow down. So it's like, I don't want to order 50,000 units and it's like, oh, now nobody cares anymore.
Yeah, now you're immediately discounting your product already in a few days.
Yeah. So
Back to the garages really quick. I wanted to just tie this thing off. So looking at it as a steel garage and everything, I learned something crazy the other day. We were driving through that 10 Trails place,
oh, yeah.
and then, like, so outside someone's house, they'll have like the really cool, like, fixture when you walk in with like the rocks and like the wood on it. And it looks super fancy and stuff. And I know we have just like the wood ones here, but I'm always like, man, those look so nice. Well, it's like when you get to see how the sausage is made. We're driving through this huge development. And we pull them by one of these unfinished houses that's getting done. And I see that half of it is just 2 2x4s, and then the other half's already wrapped with like literally just like it's.
So you thought they hand placed every rock in there?
Not every rock, but I thought it was more of a like a beam process. Like this is a really high quality like beam structure, not just a piece of 2 pieces.
No, that's how it goes, dude.
That is insane.
Like, but it's quality still. Just
I get that. Yeah.
But it's, it's like, that's my house. I don't know what the fuck they did in my house, but no, it's weird seeing stuff because like, it's hard as somebody who doesn't know how, like Bryant shit, you're probably sitting there being like,
dude, when he cut my wall out, it was plywood.
Yeah. You're like, how the fuck is this going to turn into a nice sliding glass door, and you're looking at it, then you're like, oh wait, oh, then you kind of get hit and you're like, okay, this, like, I don't have the patience to do that type of shit, like to do quality work. Like Brian is such a good, like he's fucking like, he actually cares about everything he does.
Yeah, you want to know something funny about my deck? The deck cost like $300 more because he used these specific nails. He's like, I'm the only guy you'll ever find who uses these nails on a deck project. And I was like, yeah, well, how come? He's like, the galvanized ones, when they get wet, it will bleed even if you seal it. And when you go look at someone's deck and they have those like bleed lines on their cedar, he's like, I hate that, so I don't even use those things. So he's like, yeah, this box of screws right here is like 300, or this box of nails is like $300. I'm like, geez, dude, I would have took the other nails, Christ, man. Fuck. But you're right though. Like I couldn't, like you've seen my wall, like that stuff like that. It's like, yeah, close enough. I'll do it.
Yeah. See, I'm like, I can get so impatient with certain things that I'm just like, whatever, it looks good,
That's why we're a good team, because both of us will just do it, man.
Yeah, I know. So you want to do 3D printers are so fucking cool. So me and Bryant, when we went and did the snow biking thing, we each got these GPSs. Yeah. And so the mounts are like really tall. So it's like hangs up above your steering console on your bike. So it's like, well, fuck, I'm going to hit this on something and break it,
That was a nice little rip there.
Thanks. So, and I've always had a 3D printer, but I've never really been like, man, what, making little shit for the kids and like what type of use. And then his mount broke and I'm like, I want to make a shorter mount, And so I go and search, you can search for like 3D print files, and they didn't have anything for this Trail Tech one, but I'm like, all right, well, let's see what I can do, And so I basically searched like a bar mount. And then I did some like measuring and I fucking designed some shit and printed out like way stronger mounts and shorter ones, that were way better than the ones that came with these Trail Tech kits.
Probably
right?
Way cheaper too.
Oh, well, fuck, free for me basically, except the electricity and the filament's super cheap. But basically I haven't done it for a bit. And if while you're printing it comes unstuck, like you want it to stay stuck to the fucking why can't I think what it's called, the pad or whatever, the print surface. Like you don't want it to come unstuck. And so I did an overnight print and I went this morning to look at it and the print came unstuck. So basically, your printer moves like but if it comes unstuck, and the fucking whole thing was moving around with it.
Oh, no.
And so all the fucking print was just printing straight down into it and just came wrapped around my whole piece that moves. I went in there. I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do about this? But it was, I mean, I had to take some things apart, but it was, I just like turned it on as hot as it could go and like slowly like pulled this glob off. But I don't know. They're pretty cool, especially I just use this super basic. It's called like Tinkercad. I use this super basic program. It's not even, you don't download it. It's just on the web. And you can just take all these shapes. And all I did was like make a rectangle. I used a cylinder thing to cut out the holes. Like it was but then I'm like, man, like there's got to be somewhere like I've printed things before, but I've never really been like, man, this is so useful. But like, just like that, like to buy a short mount from this Trail Tech company is $100.
Dude, we've talked about with like GoPro mounts and stuff. Like a GoPro mount is just this little thin piece of plastic that, you know, you go to the wrong place and it's $40.
Yeah, exactly.
I could have made this. It's a little thing. I was like, what the heck's that? I always liked the 3D printers, but I was like, kind of like you, like, what would I do? I don't have any, like, I don't know what I would make.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they're definitely a cool concept. I've had one before, and then when I needed to make prototypes for the Beersy stuff, I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna eat one and get another one. But I mean, it works great for the prototypes, and you know. But then I haven't used it forever, and I'm like, man, I bet you I can make a pretty cool mount. Like within an hour, like I had it fucking designed and everything. So they just had a clamp, and then all I did was brought this rectangle piece on it and just attach it to put it on the clamp, and then like combine the objects. And then
so you combine them in with the printer still somehow?
There's lots of software to do it, but I'm all about simplicity. And there's this Tinkercad software where you can take the two shapes, and if they're touching each other, you can select them and put combined. And then so now it's all just one piece.
I get it. Yeah.
And so it's like, so I printed one out, and so like the holes for the mount to mount the GPS were kind of close to the edge, and there were some like cracks on the edge. So I'm like, well, I'll go in, and then I fucking bulked up those sides and stuff. It was actually kind of fun. Like I felt actually kind of smart for once.
But then how cool is it too when you like, I've always said to you, when you do something or like have something that you've done yourself, you always feel so much better than just buying something.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, it's like, man, I'm like, my mount wasn't busted, but I'm like, I don't want to spend $150 for a fucking mount, you know, especially so I don't want to take off a mount every single time I switch it over to another bike because I ride different bikes.
Oh, that'd be annoying.
So now I can just make a whole nother mount, you know? So I don't know. It was pretty cool. And now I can now I have this file and I can, you know, update it, and, you know, something happens to it, I can make it a little more low profile, a little taller. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
You can do a YouTube channel where you just have it time lapse of 3D printing. I bet there's already like 50, 100 of them.
Oh yeah, so there are. So there's like the technology is pretty crazy. Like if I put my GPS on a white surf, or I don't think it has to be a white surf, but you can take a picture and convert that picture to a 3D image. But the thing, like, you wouldn't use it's not a perfectly 3D image, but to get like the shape of everything. So if I wanted to make like a case for the Trail Tech GPS, like I can take a picture to get the outside shape and then kind of mold it around it.
Oh, that's tight.
Yeah, I don't know. And like even like for cans and stuff, to get like cans right.
Shay's company just got one like this. Justin posted a video of it, and it was like it looked like probably twice the size of the one that you have. And it was literally printing out like the hotel that they were designing. I was like, that'd be so fun just to be like, all right, this is what I designed.
Well, so think about like little things like golf tees. You can print out golf tees. Like there's lots of things you would never even really think. Like I could probably look up around this room. Like if I wanted to make a better thing to hold this microphone like this, like I could easily add a little hop up to it. You know, like it's just I haven't just like sat there and like looked at shit to try and improve it because I haven't really like needed it. You know, I mean, you can make like the filament stuff is very strong. It's not like brittle either. It's like actually fucking strong plastic. And like, then you can print it like this one, it's 100% fill. So like the whole thing is one solid piece, but you can do like 50% fill where it just does like grids and stuff. And you can do however the hell you want to do it
with those ones.
Yeah. But no, it's pretty interesting. They're pretty damn cheap. Like you can get them now for like $300, like smaller ones.
Which is crazy because when we went and got your first one at Fry's, it was like $3,000. Watch this.
Yeah, exactly.
iPad's turned off.
Grabs your finger. Are you on daddy duty right now? What's up with that shit?
It's dead. Yeah, but she was sleeping for the whole first part of the show.
Who is somebody usually come to your house today?
Yeah. Mondays and Tuesdays will be Alita's parents, but she's here right now.
Oh.
She just dropped her off in here.
Oh. You cool with that?
Dropped off.
Hey, girlfriend. What time do we even know how long we've been going?
Oh, I can look here. So I sent you the Zoom meeting at 1:13, so close to an hour.
Damn. Just been cruising, BSing. I mean, we don't really we should definitely aim to do like every Thursday show because like the week's like winding down and stuff, and you're kind of I think every like Thursday show would be pretty cool to like. It doesn't have to be a crazy spot. We can go sit in the fucking woods.
Yeah, that'd be fun. And
then if like some random person comes by, we just be like, hey, you want to can we interview? Yeah, like whatever.
I wonder if we can. I'm gonna need to figure out how to get a third mic set up easy without getting a whole new mixer.
Well, yeah.
That was fun when we had like all of us on there going back and forth, but it was like, oh, I hate passing this around.
Well, some of I listened to a short piece of it, and like some of the parts, like if me and you were talking and there was another person talking.
On the podcast.
Who's that?
I was Alita live on the podcast. I'm not off. It's recording right now.
What the fuck?
I promise. That's why I was wondering why you handed her to me. What was I just saying? Oh yeah, but those things too. I could have went in there and set the GarageBand settings up too, like pre-record to have like those little things wouldn't have come up. That's what I used to have to do when I would record with my Yeti. When there was the four of us, is I'd always have to go back in because I would pick up people's just through like the microphone. I'd pick it up, so I had to always cancel it out.
No, I was saying like so if there's three of us having a conversation, sometimes Ken wouldn't like put the mic up to his face.
Yeah.
Because we would have the mics, So it was kind of like quiet and hard to hear him. But hey, whatever, dude. We were.
It was our first test one, and that was better than doing nothing.
Yeah, exactly. But dude, I think I want to take over this whole office just to set it up as a fucking hangout spot.
Yeah, get some TVs down there.
Yeah. But who knows?
I would say hook Fortnite up, but I don't think I've even turned it on in a while. I don't know if I'd be any good anymore.
Yeah, I haven't played in. I was streaming almost every day, and then one day I just haven't streamed since.
We used to play every night. I don't remember the last time we've even played.
Dude, it was weird. Fortnite was crazy because I wasn't in like a very good spot, and I'd be like, whatever. Like it was like the only thing that made me happy at the time. But then I'm like, I wasted so much time playing and not like doing shit to your Amazon order. No alcohol is there. So me and my sister went around and looked because I'm making a new video concept for the Beersy stuff, and it's you walk up to like a lake, you see a sign that says no alcohol, and then you put then you show yourself putting it. So it would probably be a pretty hot promotional video. But we went to like 4 different lakes and we couldn't find one sign that's like they all said it in like small print, like no alcohol.
Oh, but
there's no like signs that just say out there. I'm like, why don't I just order my own damn signs from Amazon? And so I ordered like 6 different signs, and one was supposed to show up on Saturday.
Yeah.
And I get this fucking thing, and I'm like, we got this in the mail. We're like, what is this? And I'm like, it's a stamp thing. And I'm like, why did we get this in the mail? And she's like, I didn't order it. So they fucked up my order, and the sign thing place sent me a stamp. Yeah. So I was all excited to go make a video and stuff because it said it was going to be delivered today. So I'm like, well, what the fuck? And so I had to reorder, and I have to send that one back. And
how do you mix up a stamp with the sign? That's a pretty different.
It was Amazon Prime too.
So that's on Amazon, it's not on the company.
Yeah, exactly. But so I ordered like 6 different variations of signs, and I'm just going to put them on my own pole. So now I can. So it'll even be funnier because now I can put it. I can put the sign everywhere. Like I can go put a fucking sign in front of like like off the top of my head, I can't really think of something that would be like a church that wouldn't. Churches don't have signs that say no alcohol, but it's just like, hey, you know, and like, you know, just act like I'm just walking in, you know, with the beer or, you know, with the beers. But I think it's going to be a very effective advertisement because it's going to be super sweet. You.
Kyle's getting murdered live on the show.
Oh, so hold on. See, these are customers that are here. Let me go ask them. One sec. I'll be right back.
See if you can turn your camera. Can you turn your camera? Kyle is now walking. There's customers there. Oh. Kyle's talking to this dude right now. He's now coming back. At least we know he wasn't lying about his people. Now everyone knows you weren't lying.
That was the same dude that was here, and he's like, "Are they back yet?" And I'm like, "No, dude, I have no clue where they're. I haven't seen them." But yeah,
that was funny because you said that happens, and now it really came true.
Yeah, well, he was like with his. He's like, if we weren't here, the door would be locked.
Yeah,
like imagine driving out here. I mean, it's the middle of the day. Imagine like driving out here and it's just fucking locked.
And dark.
Yeah, so.
Kind of sketchy for your insurance to do that to you.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
I'm going to take this whole son of a bitch over. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, get some couches down there, hang out.
Yeah, I mean, even if it's just to December, like, because I think Beers is going to have a pretty big fucking summer, so take it over, live a little bit, build my steel. The steel, I cannot believe how cheap that is, dude. I just, like, because I can do it myself. Like, it comes with your own blueprints and stuff. I mean, it would be a bitch to do it by myself, but to, like, install it and everything, it's literally just putting bolts together.
Yeah, and then once you have it built, then you text your buddy who's just at your house and be like, hey, I want to frame this thing out. And he's like, okay. And that's super easy for him to do.
Yeah, exactly. So it's interesting, man. I got to go pick up Abel from school. That's what I got to do.
I'm going to this computer doesn't have the password, so I might need to get it from the YouTube one more time.
Oh, okay. So you might get a code?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I should have reset it when I was on my laptop and got in.
Yeah, fuck.
We'll figure it out.
Well, Jimmy might send – I mean, the code will go to Jimmy. What we should do is take out that and put in our own –
I know. This is like – so I never uploaded the video podcast of when you called that guy and it was me and Ken on YouTube.
Oh, really?
Because I never got in on this. Yeah. I never got in on this computer.
Fuck him. Fuck him.
Do it live.
All right.
Well, hey, stitchfix.com/dudecomedy. Thanks everyone for listening.
Yeah. Well, who knows? We could be next week. We could be in person. Who fucking knows? I don't know.
No, Thursday. We're going to go somewhere.
Well, that's what I meant. Next episode.
Don't confuse me like that. All right. I'm going to end this and end it and upload it.
Sounds good, Billiam. Bye.
Bye.